We got a bull theory. Bull theory. I've been saying HOVR, New Horizon aircraft, baby. And what they have not had. They have not had the best. They are, well, yeah, I guess they've been, well, Hero's not all the way good, but they're gaining again. Gaining again. Why do we want to know? All right, wait, now, here, this is going to be unleashing America's drone dominance. And when this will be unmanned aircraft systems, of course the drones, because we all seen what the little weasel Zelensky, who's growing on me, what he was able to do with those drones. So now, but it's also going to be eVTOLs, baby, because in my opinion, eVTOLs, they're going to replace helicopters. Helicopters, garbage. eVTOLs, everything. So now, you have this. Okay, oh wait. So HOVR, they did not really, well, if we compare HOVR to Archer so this was Friday, American eVTOLs popping like a motherfucker. Even this one guy, Evex, which I was looking at a while ago, but I think they'll end up going back down. But this one's going to be a Florida one. I don't know. Damn. They're a longer road for sure. But, well, not, I don't know now with all this money we could say. And then you had Archer. Oh, wait, I forgot. Joby. So all these guys pop because they're American companies, okay? And unleashing America's... Joby was already hot. Hot as a motherfucker. But HOVR, Canadian, okay? But I don't think that's going to hurt HOVR at all. And then someone on X shared this to me. People on X. This person. EV Aviation Watch. Follow them. And then... Okay, so we have how a father-son duo is leading Canada's electric aircraft race just from June 3rd. And then that's going to be them. They launched in 2013. It's a father-son. That's nice. Heart fucking felt. A tiny airport hangar outside Lindsay, Horizon Aircraft, quietly building one of the world's first hybrid electric vehicle, takeoff and landing. Designed for search and rescue operations. See? That's important. Tight landings, small groups, and regional flights. Horizon Cavra X7 seats 7. Joby, Archer, Evex. Evex actually has a spot for 6, I want to say. But Joby, Archer, 4. What are you going to do with 4 people? And what if one of them's not on fucking Ozempic? That's going to get tricky. It takes off and lands like a helicopter. It travels at more than 450 kilometers an hour. More than twice the speed. The aircraft uses a hybrid electric engine, reducing fuel consumption and emissions, and is capable of recharging mid-flight. Get the fuck out of here. In mid-May, the company hit a major milestone for the Cavra X47, a high half-scale prototype taking off vertically using in its fans, then transitioning to forward movement. There's no other company in Canada that's doing like this. We are. In 24 months, we'll have a full-scale prototype ready to begin flight testing. Wait a minute, because they did their other, this one's going to be from 3 weeks ago. So these are all pre-things. Yeah. And then this would be how it's going to look. Well, I don't know. I can't imagine these in my mind, I guess. Wait. Oops.
Then reopen the covers before descending back to the ground with one complete safe flight. Autopilot is ready. Autopilot connected and ready.
That's
Aircraft is ready. Aircraft is ready. Aircraft language for auto start. Look at that. Starting 3, 2, 1, now.
That doesn't even really look real, but I guess it is. Unless it's going to be...
32 meters. Okay, close start. Close start. Closing. Closing. Covers closed and locked.
So, what else did they have to say here? And you could say, all right, so 24 months, that's a long time. But Archer and Joby shit isn't even approved yet. So Sean Duffy, if he reads this article, he's probably going to approve that shit tomorrow. Mr. Robinson co-founded the company in 2013 along with his father, Brian Robinson, Horizon's chief engineer. 20 years experience as a Royal Canadian Air Force pilot, and his father's 50 plus years flying and building aircraft as an engineer. These aren't two fucking chumps off the street talking shit. They're actually, this is their shit. You could almost say, I'm getting Peter Beck vibes, if I'm being totally honest. Peter Beck vibes for sure. Rocket Lab CEO. And then they're going to have Canada's aviation sector has a set climate goal. How are you going to do that? It's too cold. Doing so will require developing and adapting new green aerospace technology. Oh, wait till Mark Carney starts throwing money at these motherfuckers. Mark Carney, he's a businessman, including transitioning to electric, hybrid, and hydrogen propulsion. eVTOL market. It forecasts to grow from US 772 million to US 11.75 billion. Almost 12 billion by 2034. That's not even 10 years. So I don't know what to tell people. And it's still in its infancy. A federal nonprofit consortium supporting the AM industry in Canada, currently battery-powered electrification is limited to small aircraft and short flights. Okay, so we don't have a lot of entrepreneurial solutions being developed in Canada. Horizon and one other in Quebec are leaders right now. I don't even care to look up the... in February, Lilium, I remember this, a German-based eVTOL filed for insolvency after funding fell through. The company was considered a front-runner in space. Velociraptor, another German eVTOL maker, also filed for insolvency and stopped operations. Wait a minute. Horizon is taking a more grounded approach. Why don't they don't even say anything about Archer Joby. Mr. Robinson, they're focused on building a hybrid eVTOL to capitalize on the transition market, moving forward toward full electrification as technology evolves. There's a big market gap here where there are a bunch of concepts that'll fly this 50 to 100 kilometers. Ours will go 500,000 or 500 kilometers. That, you could say, that is very big deal. 500 kilometers compared to a Tiddlywinks 100. Damn, but I still do love Archer and Joby. The small battery size, which only accounts for 40% of the weight, means it can carry more. Mr. Robinson envisions a lower emission solution to help a helicopter in some scenarios. If you're doing that mission from spot A to spot B and need to get in and out of a tight spot, you would 100% buy our aircraft. Perfect. Today, these types of operations are done by very inefficient old aircraft, helicopters exploding all over the place, killing everyone. Even the people that are trained fucking military people to fly the helicopters have fucking helicopter accidents all the time. Tax dollars are flying up to the remote north, delivering one passenger, a couple of medical materials, grocery, etc. Bringing an electric solution that could operate at 1/10 of the cost can radically change how we move people. See, that's good too, because when he starts talking tax dollars, that means it could get some government funding. I think, and that you don't always say, it doesn't always matter if a company's making fucking revenue. Look at Oklo. Look at SMR, the small nuclear reactor ones. They're not making shit. They're riddling in debt. Well, I guess Sam Altman throws a lot of money into Oklo, but still, that doesn't matter. And they're still, if you look, a non-revenue making company right there at $50 a share. So, doesn't matter. Uber technically is a they just recently started making profit. So technically, well, you can't really yeah, I can if I fucking want to. We're trying to keep our supply chain as Canadian as possible and would commercially manufacture in Southern Ontario. John Carswell, former pilot CEO and chief investment officer at Canso Investment Council, was an early financial backer of Horizon. As of 2023, he's invested $6.7 million into the eVTOL maker. Horizon is also listed on the NASDAQ under HOVR. Mr. Carswell, an aviation aficionado, says Canada has a deep legacy of building innovative aircraft. It also has a legacy of letting good ideas fail. Ooh, that's not good. Their big challenge will be getting into commercial production. It's not an easy thing to do, and its new category aircraft are very sophisticated, hard to produce, and hard to get licensed. But I think they've got a good shot. Me too. I might buy more on fucking Monday. I don't know. For Horizon, the emphasis on recruiting top talent. In February, they took all the people from Lilium. Well, John Botsugad formed head of propulsion at Lilium as a technical expert, its chief technical officer. These are legitimately top 10 in the world folks that are coming to do some work, not to mention some epic Canadians that we've picked up. They've been in electrification right from the beginning and have world-class skills. I just think they say they have enough funding for the next 12 to 18 months, but these are capital-intensive projects. They are. This is a risky one. They don't lie about that. But I think, however, I think I could do something.